Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom and we talk about them in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you've come to the right place. And today we have two topics to talk about. We have to talk about the Winnie the Pooh movie getting more scenes and a bigger budget. And then we also have to talk about Scream and the new crossword puzzle that just got leaked. So let's jump into it. Okay, so being shot in just 10 days and on a micro budget, the new Winnie the Pooh film, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, has defied all expectations. The movie is, in fact, now slated to be released into a wider audience. And not just that, it now is going to include even more scenes. That's right, they were given more to the budget. So what does this mean for you, the fan, you, the audience member? Well, it means that they've shot even more scenes for this movie, which is super exciting because it's something that we didn't see coming. This movie gained a lot of traction simply by being the weirdness that it was. By taking an IP that had just gone into the public domain and then doing a movie about it. And they did this without knowing how far this would go. The director, in fact, said that he was shocked. The person who wrote it was shocked by all of this. They just set out to make a film using an IP that was now free to use. And they set out to do this simply because they could. They knew it would get a little bit of controversy and that people would be a little bit shocked by it. But what they didn't realize was just how far this level of shocked would go, because now what they have instead is this whole thing with the movie is now being shopped around. And when it got shopped around, they got an option to actually get it into theaters, more theaters than they even imagined they ever would. And not just that, they got a budget to actually film more scenes and make the movie look even better. Not that the movie looks amazing, the movie is going to be very low budget, but I do think it's super exciting that a movie that's that low budget could be given a higher budget to make improvements to the movie. And I wonder what type of improvements we can expect. It's still going to be a low budget movie at the end of the day. This doesn't change how low budget this movie is. All this changes, in fact, is just the amount of scenes they can add. Maybe some blood, maybe some effects, maybe they can improve something that they weren't happy about. That's what this does for them. And that's a great thing. That is a wonderful thing for this movie. And my expectations and my hopes for this movie have gone up even more because of this. But now we have to talk about Scream 6, because what they've done here is in fact incredibly amazing. They have released a crossword puzzle, and on this crossword puzzle they've given us some hints into some of the things we can expect from this new movie. And one of the things that has been gaining a lot of traction that I've heard from a few different places is that it is actually giving you plot details potentially. So there is one on there that is a place to worship me. And this hints not really at a church. There hasn't been any churches in Scream. We haven't gotten any churches in the Scream franchise at all. What we have gotten is the rumors of a cult. And I know, people all know the story that basically the cult was supposed to have happened in Scream 3, but then Columbine happened and they had to close that entire plot down. This, of course, meant that Stu did not come back. Stu Macher was originally supposed to be the one to head up this cult in this movie. He was going to come back, and that was going to be that. It actually ended up being a TV show called The Following with Kevin Bacon in the lead as the detective trying to figure out how this cult of killers worked. Now, the one thing I want you to notice is that one of the characters in this movie is, in fact, a cop? Kirby's rumored to be an FBI agent. She could be trying to find out about this cult. and how it works. Maybe she's known about it for an extremely long time. Maybe after almost dying at the hands of her boyfriend, or potential boyfriend, because we know how that played out. He wasn't really quite her boyfriend, and she only took notice of him at the very end, and that's kind of one of the things that made him mad. Only we know in truth he probably would have attempted to kill her anyway. But the thing of it is that even before that, there was the Scream 3 plot. Well, the Scream 2 plot. And the Scream 2 plot actually had Mrs. Loomis go online and search for someone. Now, that's odd, because then you get Scream 3 and we find the original killer and all of this. And if anybody was going to head up the cult, I would have thought it would have been him. However, then Scream 4 happens, and Scream 5, and now we're at Scream 6, and Kirby is apparently an FBI agent. And this hint in this crossword puzzle definitely hints at something big. Either there is going to be a major church type of thing in this, or they could be talking, and I want to throw this out there as sort of a devil's advocate type of thing. Maybe they could in fact be talking about the museum that has all the masks. A place to come and worship me could mean that. Whoever these killers are could be spending a lot of time there. And it could be something as simple as that. Though, why put that in the crossword puzzle if it's really only that simple? The thing is that this almost has to be something big. And a lot of people are definitely thinking we're getting the cult of Ghostface. And that maybe, just maybe it's Stewie running it. Only it doesn't have to be Stu running it. It doesn't have to be him running it at all. It can be anybody. And that's sort of the beauty of this. We don't know what to expect or what's coming. We only know that it's going to be big. And these hints in this, that's not the only hint. If you get time, go over to their Twitter page and look at this crossword puzzle. A lot of it is very unique, very cool. Definitely some hints as to what we can expect in this movie through things that we know from the past. So, as always, we want to know what you guys think, so leave us a comment in the comment box below, and don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free, it helps the channel, and we all appreciate it. Then, Miko says we need more subscribers. So definitely hit that subscribe button. You don't want to disappoint Miko. And then hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. Then I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. At the end of the day, fandom is family.